Thank you, good spirit. Ah, thank you, good spirit. And thank you guys that are here. So today, y'all know that I am a whole food advocate, that I have aligned for like close to the last 10 years, different community gardens, different social justice and food justice organizations, because I believe in the power of whole foods as a healing modality. And I believe that our food systems today are poisoned, honestly, probably intentionally. I mean, this is a solution based discussion. So you guys can go do the research on all the bullshit out there that they are putting in our foods. And, I was thinking about this last night, and really, they don't care. Like, people that are producing foods on mass levels aren't interested if it's really healthy for your body or not, okay? I mean, guys, like, I want to keep it real. Most of the, CEOs and all that shit of these big ass corporations, I mean, I don't even know if they're freaking human. Okay? So why do they care what we do or do not put in our bodies, right? I mean, there's like snake oil salesmen like selling fucking plastic and looking at you and smiling, right, as they're telling you that it's healthy to put it in your body. So like, if you want to go down that freaking road, go for it. Now, I know that right now in America, there are huge food justice inequalities happening, right? And so, just a little bit about the food justice movement. It is a grassroots movement that, hold on, I'm just going to hold this up. So, that addresses the structural inequalities within our food system. Because, guys, Mother Gaia, our beautiful, beautiful Mother Earth, has provided us with everything that we need. Everything that we need. So, Earth, our beautiful Mother Gaia, has provided us with everything that we need. So, it's not that there's any type of food shortage in the world, it is how food is being allocated. Okay. I've often wondered why we have all of these manicured lawns, these chemically manicured lawns that honestly, we could be growing fruit trees, we could be growing vegetables on our avenues in our cities, right? And so there are organizations in your cities that are doing this grassroots, work. I just moved to Buffalo, New York, and so I've just looked up. There is a community garden here that I have not checked out yet that I'm real excited to. It's called the African Heritage Food Co-op. Okay. And then also, there is the food bank of Western New York. And I'm not familiar with it, so I don't know, how, I guess, forward thinking maybe they are. But in all of y'all's communities around the world, there are people on the in the trenches right now, right, making sure that we have access to healthy whole vegetables. Okay, because we hear out in the spiritual community all the time, like high vibe foods, high vibe energies. Okay, so if you're on a budget, you got 30-40 bucks to feed you and maybe two other people for a week. Like, how are you going to, you know, f- eat foods that are healthy for your mind, body, spirit when dude, I go into a grocery store today. What was it that oh yeah, honey. And most honey nowadays is like freaking corn syrup, because corn is a subsidized crop in America. Dude, they GMO that shit up the yin yang, guys. I mean, so corn syrup, I stayed the F away from that shit. Okay. But anyways, so I think I just lost my train of thought. So food, yes, honey. So the other day I was at the grocery store and I wanted to get my normal brand of honey, and for a big bottle it was $20. And I was like, what the fuck, Batman? But so I understand that food prices right now are just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Now that is the problem. So what's the solution? So how can we, as we are, individual little unique butterflies in this world, moving forward, going through our own spiritual life journeys, how can we stay healthy, stay high vibe, on a budget? Food should not have to break the bank, guys. You should not have to spend $500 at the grocery store, like a full check just to like eat. So the first thing I wanted to say is, check out like on a macro as above level, check out community gardens. There are, and you know, it's pretty safe to say that probably every community that you go to, you can find someone who is within the food justice or an organization within the food justice movement that can help you find healthy, whole vegetables to eat, especially if you are someone that is navigating the social services, system. I mean, dude, I have am someone that has been on food stamps on and off since I was 18. Okay, I fed my daughter as a single mother using EBT. I have gone to food banks before, so I understand what it's like to try to feed a family when you're like looking at these freaking generic ass boxes that say cornflakes on it. What do you do? What do you do? Well, first, check out community gardens, right? And just, keep the faith, keep it simple, keep it simple. So I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna grab my three foods for today that I wanted to talk to y'all about. So 3 foods to always keep in your high vibe pantry. So basically, my idea of high vibe foods is just foods without a bunch of shit and preservatives in it. Okay, people can go way into, just like, I mean, people can get crazy about it. Like, I only eat vegetables that fall naturally from, their plant root or whatever. And I'm just like, dude, you just gotta keep it simple. Bless that shit, keep it moving, keep it moving. I'm gonna take a sip of this actually is a wonderful high vibe drink right here. This is just lemon juice, a little maple syrup, and cayenne pepper. And dude, I drink this all day, every day. And mm, it's just, it's good. It helps your digestion. It helps to release toxins. It's just a wonderful drink. So a wonderful, and lemon juice, I do buy, I just either get lemons, right, and squeeze that shit, or lemon juice without any oh, hey guys, yay. I'm just so glad that y'all are like in tune with this, man. Cause to me, like, all people, we have to eat, right? I mean, in this life experience, food is a part of it, right? So, one, it makes sense that the powers that be would use that as a tool to help keep us in a state of small, detached from our divine knowing, right? Because foods do contribute to that mind, body, spirit balance, right? But also, foods are meant for enjoyment. I mean, I believe it's meant for nourishment, but also, high vibe foods feel good in the body. I mean, after eating high vibe foods, man, you're not like, oh, I need to take a nap. Oh, God, I feel like I need to go throw something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get heartburn on high vibe foods, okay? So, anyways, let me grab these are the 3 foods. I'm about to get them. Okay, guys. So The three high vibe foods that I believe everyone should have in their pantry. One, sweet potatoes. So let's read these nutrition facts. Look at this. Sweet potatoes, I mean, they kind of have a lot of carb. Dude, I like scrub them. You don't have to peel them. You know, if just put some holes in them and stick them in the oven. You don't even have to put aluminum foil around them. Just, you know, poke some holes, stick them in the oven. You put the poke the holes in them so they don't like explode or whatever, and then stick them in the oven. The skin around it will help the inside stay like moist and everything. And you don't have to eat the skin, or you can. But sweet potatoes, look at this. 4% of your daily iron, 10% of your daily potassium, 4% of your daily calcium. And this is in one, and I'm going to open this up because, guys, I love the sweet potato. Look at that little sweet potato. Okay, it's so easy, man. And this is a high vibe food that, I mean, sometimes you might be able to find them at food banks. I don't know, but you can definitely buy yourself a bat. Let me see. Hi, I'm in Maddox Bats, and I'm not really sure what that is, but thank you so much for tuning in. And guys, like any recipes that y'all have for sweet potatoes, I just like to throw it in the oven. I'll also dice up my sweet potatoes and, throw them in the oven just with a little salt, pepper. You can also slice them like fries. And I mean, sweet potatoes are just such a wonderful, versatile, high vibe food. So let me just like get silly for a second because that's how I roll. Hey, little sweet, look, it's a sweet potato daddy, and there's a sweet potato little baby right here. So you can roast your sweet potatoes, you can dice your sweet potatoes, you can eat your sweet potatoes, you can play with your sweet potatoes, whatever. But they're like high vibe, they're pretty budget friendly and versatile. I mean, dude, if you're like living on it by a campfire, you can just, throw some freaking aluminum foils, throw them in the fire, they're gonna be done. I mean, it's a beautiful, wonderful high vibe food. So the next high vibe food that I wanted to talk about are lentils. Lentils. Okay, guys, and I know that every food bank in America probably has some form of lentil. Okay, and the reason why I wanted to talk about the dried lentil and not other dried beans is because the lentils are very easy and quick to cook. And if y'all are anything like me and you're cooking for people and you don't have a whole lot of time, man, you don't got time to be cooking, soaking beans for like 2 days and cooking them for 12 hours and all that. I mean, I do it, but I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like cooking garbanzo beans, I do love my little chickpea, but it's a process. It can be. Whereas lentils, usually, I mean, you can soak them for an hour, but really you can just stick them in a pot and cook them. Okay. And so lentils is actually a legume. And let's see what's in here. Okay, and these lentils for one serving. Now, guys, talk about a alternative to any type of meat. So if you're thinking, oh, I want to have a meatless night or something, doing lentils is awesome. We have I'm talking 9 grams of protein per serving, and that's only 1/4 cup. And so lentils are another very versatile, high vibe food. Now, what I like to do with my lentils is, you're gonna, and with red lentils, cook really fast. I mean, you literally just want to rinse them out, put them in a pot, a little salt and pepper. Now, I like to do them in a Indian style, and so I will add either some curry paste or curry powder, and then I like to add a can of coconut milk with it. And oh my goodness, for a very budget friendly, cost effective, oh my God, guys, I cannot tell you, cook yourself some lentils today, okay? I love them. I love them. And now lentils are a wonderful high vibe food that you guys can keep, in the pantry. It's budget friendly. Okay. Hey guys. Oh, yay. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks. I like so get in my zone and I'm like, I can't see it, but I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Jenya. I love it. Okay. So, um, yeah, so the other cool thing about lentils, and I love any type of versatile food that you can prepare in many, many ways. So with the lentils, you can do it like a soup. You can also make like lentil burgers. You can make little lentil balls. I mean, there's just so many different things that you can do. And like I said, I can pretty much safely say that probably every food bank in America has a bag of lentils that you can get and eat a high vibe cuisine. And so, and pair the lentils with just, some rice. That's it. And hey, man, throw some sweet potatoes up in there, right? Okay. So, the third high vibe food to keep in your pantry, especially when you're on a budget. What's up, problem girl? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just cooking. Look, man, I mean, I cook pretty much every night, and I am trying to cook, healthy when I mean, I was shocked at how much groceries were the last time I was at the grocery store. And I'm like, how do I do this? How do I do this? Okay. Anyways, I know how to do it. Let's get back to these high vibe foods. So, the third high vibe food that I believe that y'all should keep in your pantry are black beans, man. Black beans. Okay. So, black beans, this can right here serves about 3.5. Okay. And so in this can, we have 8 grams of protein. That is pretty high. Okay. We got some iron and, oh my God, 8% of your daily potassium. And guys, I believe that, everyone is pushing vitamins and everyone's talking about carbs and proteins, but not a lot of people are talking about the minerals that we need in our body. Okay. And so this is mineral rich. Okay, guys, we got our irons, we got our potassiums, we got our calcium, and we got the protein. And the thing that now, I am not a huge advocate for canned foods. However, I do keep canned black beans, canned garbanzo beans, and canned tomatoes, because those are all foods that are high vibe, that they don't put a whole lot in with it when they can it. There's no preservatives. So right here, ingredients: prepared black beans, water, salt. I mean, and try to find them without salt if you can. But dude, that is the thing. When you pick up any kind of package, look at the ingredients list. Black beans, water, salt. Oh man, that's like, I can do that, right? Oh, let's see what the ingredient list is on here. Split red lentils. 3 words, right? That I can pronounce. Okay, so back to the black beans. So The black beans are also like very versatile. Okay. Again, you can, of course, you can make some refried black beans. You can do a black bean dip. You can do black bean salads. But you can also do like black bean burgers that are really easy. I mean, really, you just have to like puree the black beans, add some type of binder. So if you're not doing egg, you can always do an egg replacement or do an egg, do some breadcrumbs or a little oatmeal or flour, just something to make the patty. You can throw in some garlic, some onion, and just blend all that shit up until, it's kind of thick, like you can make a patty out of it and then fry it up just like you would meat. And this right here, I mean, you can get a can of black beans. I mean, I'm thinking maybe 99 cent to like maybe a couple dollars. So, and it feeds 3.5, right? And if you make burgers or you add other vegetables to it, you're going to be able to stretch it. Okay, guys. And so these are all foods that I went and got out of my own pantry. Okay. These are foods that I cook on the daily, the weekly, and I believe, with all of my heart, that whole foods will heal our body. Alls we got to do is stop putting in all the crap. And I know it's a process. So while you're in the midst of shifting, as you're evolving and becoming more sensitive to the foods that you put in your body, I mean, at least this has been my experience, has that, the more in tune that I become with my body, I mean, it tells me what it likes and what it doesn't like. You just have to listen. And so, I mean, there's certain foods that I don't eat anymore, even though I really, really like them. And so it just has to be, it's a personal journey. And I am not someone that honestly will ever like knock anyone for doing whatever. I mean, because we're all on our own like fucking life journey, right? However, like, just be gentle with yourself. Like eating something that you may feel is negative and then feeling guilty while you're eating, no, no, no. That creates a lot of dense energy that can get stuck in the body. So, man, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you're out there eating a freaking, chicken patty from Mickey D's, you're going to eat that chicken patty from Mickey D's with all of the love and gratitude that you can find in your heart for, God and life providing that chicken patty from Mickey D's to you, right? And so, when people, or at least when I talk about high vibe foods, it is on no way ever to knock anyone's food choices, right? But it's about becoming conscious about what works for your own body. And I do not believe that certain foods make you more spiritual or not. I have, very close friends that eat fast food all the time and they're pretty spiritual AF, right? So it's what it's what resonates with you, man. And this is what has resonated with me for a very long time. And like, guys, I will always say, I mean, my life ain't been no crystal stair. And I haven't always been kind to my body. But I have always been conscious about eating vegetarian food that makes my body feel good. So, if y'all are interested in this topic, then, definitely put in some comments, like anything else that you'd love, for me to talk about when it comes to different foods. I will definitely start doing some recipes and giving you guys some recipes because I know, oh my God, I know that it is a struggle to try to feed a family today and, to feed them healthy food, but to feed them food that you're also proud to serve them, right? And so, you can get creative with some black beans. You can have fun with it, guys. Have fun with it. Give yourself a timer. If you're like me and you're like, oh my God, I got to get this out in, 30 minutes or whatever, give yourself a timer and see what you can do, within that certain amount of time. And just love the process. Love the process. Cooking is a labor of love, and I'm thankful that I enjoy it. And so I hope, guys, that you guys can eat some high vibe foods today and make your body feel okay in this moment. Yes.